I received a nice personal message along with the testimonial from the gentleman that sent me that, and it was in regards to the last portion of my commercial demo, the Mothers Against Drunk Driving spot, and I thought I'd do a little comparison between how I read my commercial demo scripts before coaching and after a little bit of coaching from the lovely Earl Hall. And I thought about doing this for a little while, but this kind of gave me the perfect excuse to go ahead and do it. So I actually had the presence of mind to record some of the practice that I went over the night before I did my my booth session for my commercial demo. And it's the first time that I would have been directed by someone, so I wanted to kind of get a little feel for the scripts and do it a couple of different ways, just kind of loosen up, practice a little bit. So what my mindset was when I was reading some of these scripts, I wonder if I should find the script. God, the text is actually buried somewhere, so I'll just go over it one at a time here. See, the first is Vistaprint. Your vision, your business is in the palm of your hand. Pass it on. So that was before I had a little coaching. I think they're fairly similar. A business like conversational, friendly, just, hey, yeah, here you go, pass it on. It didn't change much, I don't think, from the way I read it at first to how I was coached. Vistaprint. Your vision, your business is in the palm of your hand. Pass it on. Maybe a little punchier because, I had nerves going in my favor, I think. Being directed, having someone, not really breathing down my neck, but, on a screen in front of me, listening with that professional, discerning eagle ear. The next one. Fight back this flu season. Protect yourself and your peace of mind with Lysol spray travel size. It goes where you go. Alright, so me and Lysol have been best friends since before last flu season. I have no less than 4 bottles of it on my desk at work. So that one was pretty fun. I was able to do a little punchy, fight back kind of thing. So that pretty much spoke for itself. Fight back this flu season. Protect yourself and your peace of mind with Lysol spray travel size. It goes where you go. I was on the right track with the feel of the read with the punchiness of it, so. Oops. DIY isn't for everyone. Find pre-screen professionals at homeadvisor.com. Alright, now that one I was kind of playing around with a little bit to get the little oopsie playfulness right at the very beginning, and I think Earl kind of helped me loosen up a little bit on it, so let's... Oops! DIY isn't for everyone. Find pre-screen professionals at homeadvisor.com. Okay, the difference there, I think, was my little bit of playfulness. I don't know, my little bit of playfulness wasn't quite enough. So Earl's suggestions kind of led me into just a little bit more of a nuance of it's not for it. Don't just like me. I can't scramble eggs. I can't fix shelves. My mother and I have been working on sanding shelves for how many months now? So it's not for everyone. So he kind of loosened it up a little bit. Next. We all know that listening is the new reading. Hear the story, the entire story, on all your devices, anywhere, anytime, with Audible. This one was fairly similar because I had the feel all right. I think cozy, the bookworm type folks that read a lot or listen to a lot of audiobooks, you wanted it a little cozy, a little friendly, familiar, not at Audible, not that obnoxious, just Audible, just a casual thing. And I don't think he changed it much on me, so. We all know that listening is the new reading. Hear the story, the entire story, on all your devices, anywhere, anytime, with Audible. Yeah, I think it was even a little lighter towards the end than my original read. So let's see, what is after... Have you been turned down for that new car loan? Get in the fast lane ASAP with Credit Repair Pros. All right, so that one was, it did change a little bit from my practice read to the one that Earl coached me through. My initial, how'd it go? Have you been turned down? I was going for that womp womp kind of feeling at the very beginning. Have you been turned down? Like, oh, poor baby. And then kind of pick it up through the rest of it. But Earl kind of gave me a couple different ideas for it, and helped pick it up a little bit. So let's see what it turned into here. We are... Have you been turned down for that new car loan? Get in the fast lane ASAP with Credit Repair Pros. Kind of picked it up a little bit, took out some of the womp womp kind of at the very beginning, and picked up the pace a little bit towards the end. Made it a little quicker, a little catchier. So next I think is the aforementioned Mothers Against Drunk Driving one. I think Drunk, Drugged, and Distracted Driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving has partnered with Velocity TV's Drive Smart campaign. Drive smart. Life depends on it. Alright, so this one did go through the most changes because my initial read of it was more somber all the way through. This is a very serious subject. Seems like these days almost anybody you talk to has been impacted by somebody who has, gotten in the car drunk. Part of the reason that was kind of touching to have somebody share their personal experience with me. It was a terrible story. And so my... going back to my read of this, I didn't want, obviously it's going to be different from the first couple of segments in the demo, but you obviously don't want it punchy, you don't want it quick. There is a seriousness and a somberness to it, but Earl's take on it was, how do you talk about a topic that is impactful, like somebody who gets in the car drunk and then, potentially injures or kills somebody. You get mad. You get pissed off. You can drink yourself under as many tables as you want in the comfort and safety of your own home. And if you trip and fall and, impale yourself on a fork, you're impacting yourself. You're not impacting anybody else. But the minute you get your car keys and you get in the car, you're potentially impacting families. You're taking children away from their parents, or parents away from their children. You're tearing families apart. You're killing innocent people. So he was absolutely right about this. You want nuances in your demo. You want different sounds. And for a topic like this, yeah, it's okay to show that you get pissed off about something like this. It starts off angrier and then it evens out into the rest of the message. Drunk, Drugged, and Distracted Driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving has partnered with Velocity TV's Drive Smart campaign. Drive smart. Life depends on it. And then it ends off back on the somber note, back on the kind of imploring note that, other people's lives depend on this. Drive smart. Life depends on it. Because it does. So I think that short, teeny little segment, he took me from being somber the whole way through, not having a lot of impact in the message that the script is trying to get across, to punching in with the angry note that you get when you talk about somebody who impacts so many other lives with their own stupidity. I'm sorry, I'm just going to insert that in there. You get drunk and then you get behind the wheel of a car. It is stupidity. So yeah, all in all, I think it's important to keep these nuances in mind as you're reading through your own auditions and your own scripts without having the benefit of a coach to hear it with an objective ear and say, why don't you try it like this, or why don't you try this note instead of that. You have a little roller coaster of emotion and nuance in your voice in 6 seconds, 10 seconds, and that seems to be the one that resonates with people the most. I get the most compliments and the most comments on that one particular part of my demo, and it's the very end. I'm happy that people are listening to the entire demo in order to get to that last piece. I think the whole coaching process was very, very helpful, and thank you very much, Earl and company, for the wonderful scripts and the coaching and the final production. You have a great team, and I would highly recommend anybody else looking for a demo or just individual coaching, check them out. Vistaprint. Your vision, your business is in the palm of your hand. Pass it on. Fight back this flu season. Protect yourself and your peace of mind with Lysol Spray Travel Size. It goes where you go. Oops. DIY isn't for everyone. Find pre-screened professionals at homeadvisor.com. We all know that listening is the new reading. Hear the story, the entire story, on all your devices, anywhere, anytime, with Audible. Have you been turned down for that new car loan? Get in the fast lane ASAP with Credit Repair Pros. Drunk, drugged, and distracted driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving has partnered with Velocity TV's Drive Smart campaign. Drive smart. Life depends on it.